The pressure is on for Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, and I'm here to tell you all about it. My name is Khalif Starks, and this is the Stark Effect podcast on TikTok, the TikTok edition, and also on YouTube. All right, so make sure to follow me there. Find me at Khalif Now. That's KALEEFNOW. So let's go ahead and let's get on to it. So over the weekend, we all know that Kanye West made his return, his debut performance in Los Angeles. Not a debut necessarily, because he had two performances that were actually his debut, his performance in Mexico City and in China. But now he did have a big show here in Los Angeles. He is facing a lot of backlash, and even his fans are facing backlash for supporting him. Even Chloe Bailey and a few celebrities are facing backlash for going to the concert in Los Angeles at the SoFi Stadium and supporting him, right? So overall, Kanye's return to music in general has also been marked by a new album called Bully, and a lot of people feeling away about his return. So, he is facing significant backlash according to multiple reports from sources such as The Hollywood Reporter, BBC, and Variety, which I am referring to as I read these reports. So all of this controversy stems from his past. He has a history of making anti-Semitic comments and also comments that offend the Black community as well. Now, we all know that he did place a full apology in January of this year, and he apologized. He apologized for selling t-shirts with swastikas on the t-shirts for $20. He apologized for his anti-Semitic comments. He also recorded a song called Hail Hitler, apologized for that particular song, and just really upsetting everyone with his problematic behavior, and also noting that that problematic behavior comes by way of mental health issues. Now, after his performance, so speaking of his return to music, something was in the air because two sponsors pulled out. And that was Pepsi, and the second one was, hopefully I pronounce this correctly. If I don't, please do not bash me, because y'all be quick trying to correct somebody. I believe it's Diageo. So Pepsi and Diageo have withdrawn their sponsorship of the Wireless Festival in response to his booking in London. All right, so he has a booking in London for the Wireless Festival. I talk and I talk very fast. I had a lot of coffee this morning. Bear with me, okay? Because y'all be quick to correct somebody, but we have the facts here. Now, he has received political condemnation from the UK Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, who called the booking deeply concerning, stating that, in quote, anti-Semitism in any form is abhorrent and must be confronted. Also, too, Jewish leadership groups have actually called for him to be banned, right? Banned from entering the country, arguing that allowing him to perform sends a message that anti-Semitism is acceptable. And also, too, once again, this backlash comes a lot from his 2025 actions. You know, Mr. Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, was wildin' in 2025. It's been a lot. You know, also too, in 2022, we want to acknowledge that he did lose that Adidas and Balenciaga partnerships, right along with his talent agency at the time, following those anti-Semitic comments. You know, he said a lot of wild things. I'm not going to repeat the things that he says, you know, because, you know, on TikTok, they have the AI that tracks what we say, and I need y'all to watch this video, okay? But go and research some of the things that he said. He's lost multiple brand deals. He has had to do a lot to repair his image, and I think journalists had us off now with all of these mixed reactions, all right? Before I get to what I think, because, you know, I'm all over the place in the mornings. I had a lot of coffee. He has to figure out how to clean this up. Now, the thing with Kanye West, formerly known as Kanye West, is that whether you love him or hate him, you cannot deny that he has a fan base. Personally, am I a fan? I was once a fan of Kanye West. I call him Kanye West. I know he goes by Ye. But I was once a fan, you know, as we all were. Now, I had to stop when he made the slavery is not a choice comment. That's when I, had to really let that man go. Despite his mental health issues, a lot of it seemed like he was joking and he wasn't taking it seriously, because we all know that Kanye loves shock value, right? Now, in his apology, he not only apologized to the Jewish community, he also apologized to the black community as well. Now, to be honest with you, I read the apology. He didn't give us a lot of love. All he said was, I'm sorry for disappointing you. That's pretty much all he said to us, and how, we have been the focal point of his main support. But everything else was about the anti-Semitic stuff, so I kind of felt a way about that personally, just as a black person. I'm like, okay, well, you focus on apologizing to them more than us, and we are people, no shade. That's just what I thought personally, not saying that I am justifying his comments that offended other communities, by the way. But, yeah. He has mixed reactions. His fans love his return. Then you have other people. I've seen several people on threads going off saying how they refuse to support Kanye. I keep calling the man Kanye because I refer to him as Kanye. But a lot of people have been saying, like they cannot stand with Ye and his musical performance. And any artist who was seen at those concerts, such as the Chloe Bailey, people on threads have been saying they're not even going to support her anymore, right? Or other artists who are seen supporting him. So it brings us to the place. Are we going to separate the art from the artist, right? I think that's a personal choice that we all have. I know some people still play artists like R. Kelly. Some people still play Nicki Minaj. I went to a restaurant in downtown LA over the weekend, child, and I bought me a seafood boil, and they were blasting Nicki Minaj all up and through the restaurant, right? I don't support Nicki Minaj anymore currently, but that may change. That may change because I love female rap, right? I love female rap, I do, but I don't support her at all. Like, I don't listen to her music anymore. But I was in the restaurant and I was like, well, I can't control the restaurant. It is what it is. That's my personal choice. So I think with us, you all, it's your personal choice as to who you want to support, and that's up to you. Ask yourself, do you want to separate the art from the artist? That is your right, rather you listen to them or not. I'm not saying that I agree with either or. That's your personal choice. He needs to rebrand, and this is all a part of his rebrand. And one thing that I will say, I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can, although I do not listen to his music anymore. Kanye is still an amazing artist, despite all of that terrible stuff he says in his music and all that wild stuff he says. Even Nicki Minaj, although I don't care for her or him, still amazingly, amazingly talented artists who like to toe the line of controversy and cause controversy. And it always puts some of us as supporters or former supporters, it puts us in a place of like, ooh, why do y'all are talented, why do you gotta go that far? Why do y'all do that? Like, what is it a part of selling out? Like, what is going on? So those are just my 2 cents. Let me know, what do you think about Kanye West's return? I keep calling him Kanye because I'm still, listen, you guys, it's the millennial in me. I miss the old Kanye. I do. I no longer listen to his music, but we have to acknowledge, let me not say we have to, you don't have to acknowledge anything. Let me be clear here, I'm sorry. But I'm going to acknowledge, how the man is amazingly talented, although I have not listened to any of his latest work. I fell off at the St. Pablo album. I think that's when I fell off. That was around the time when he made the whole slavery was a choice situation or whatever he said. So I fell off then. But anyways, drop down below. Let me all know what you think about Ye's return to music and all of this backlash. Do you support him? Do you not support him? Brands or Pepsi backed out, right? What do you think about all of these brands backing out? What do you think about the Jewish community calling him out? UK Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, I hope that's how you say his name, child, calling him out, saying that it's deeply concerning having him there in their country for the Wallace Festival. What do you think about all of this backlash and chaos? Do you think that Ye can save himself and fully rebrand? Let me know below. This is the Stark Effect Podcast. I am your host, yours truly, Khalif Starks, and thank you for watching.